Hello there viewers, today Gasa Media presents to you a brief report on mental wellness, provided the prevailing situation in our society today. Stress, stigma, depression and even suicidal thoughts has now become the order of the day for both the young and the old alike. What could be the cause? What can be done? Stay tuned to this upcoming package on mental awareness in our society and schools today. In today's society, many persons tend to focus more on their physical health while giving little or no attention to their mental health. Coping with life stress and the ability to work, study, alongside relating well in the society depends greatly on an individual's mental wellness.
When someone says, I don't want to live anymore, I'm going to kill myself. When someone starts altering words that sound very, very depressing, try to approach them and see if there's anything you could do for them. Try to get them to seek help. In Cameroon, right, there's a big stigma behind mental health.
Yes.
In the US, at least in the US, there's a lot of practices, and now people are speaking up. People are coming. There's more light is being shined on mental health, and they requesting for people to seek help, especially with all of the events that are happening in the world. In Cameroon, a woman loses her baby and becomes suicidal and starts saying all these things, and people don't take her seriously because we have these bondages that we've kind of crafted our minds towards, to think that this is okay. There's a lot of stigma behind mental health, especially in Africa. They think people there should not get depressed, like you're not supposed to get depressed. That's not true. We all have something within us, and the way our brains are structured, you can have these highs and lows that can eventually lead to mood disorders.
Proceeding to the school milieu, a more surprising discovery was made as we discovered that as early as primary school, pupils already face and portray some degree of instability with respect to their mental health for reasons as recounted.
Health, which we understand that is the state of the mind of the people. I will talk in relation to the peoples in class 6, because those are the major people I'm dealing with. I've realized that most of, if not all of my people have this one mental disorder or the other. And when I interview some of them, I come to discover that the crisis in the Anglophone section has affected most of them, because some of them were in the villages, and some of them, their parents has been killed. Some of them, they are going through one torment or the other, maybe because of what they have seen happening to other children. So they are really affected.
They will come to school, since they are used to gunshots. When they come to school, no matter how the teacher will teach, a child here, even a car that passes, a child want to look at the window to want to see what is happening. A child will sit, you don't know what the child is thinking. Maybe because of, maybe they have house violence in the house, or maybe the child's own health issue. Some of them that are internally displaced, they are living with families that are not really taking care of them well. You see a child coming to school very nasty, a child coming to school without any food money. He lies to the responsibility of the teacher that will try to make sure that the child eats even one gâteau for the day.
A more friendly approach to situations in school and life is just one of the ways to ensure mental wellness.
To know that our school is full of internal displaced children, we decide to not use a brutal way of teaching them or to be shouting at them.
Another guy here, just this morning, this is somebody who has been in the house for quite a long time because of the crisis, and he's even past age to be in school, in primary school. But he finds it difficult to understand. He finds it very difficult to understand. Even to copy note has been a problem, to the extent that I have really tried to draw him closer to me, not as a child this time around, not as a people, but as a friend, so that I can see how I can get him out of the situation. So this mental issue is something that really need to be handled with care.
How you respond to stress is to keep calm. take a step back, take a deep breath, and look at what caused that stress in the first place, and try to use one step at a time to take care of the stress. When you have a problem, right, and you try to use drugs or alcohol or reckless or impulsive behavior to respond to the stress is there on the side waiting. After you get done being impulsive, the stress is going to come right back.
For one to improve mental wellness is first to realize that mental illness or mental disorder or mental problems or poor mental health is real. When you realize that, then there's practical ways. You talk to someone, you talk to an expert, you talk to people around you, you try to not just to isolate, because those are some of the impact or the negative effects of poor mental health. You want to isolate yourself. But in a moment like this where you're going through maybe depression, fear or whatever, anxiety, you should talk to someone, especially an expert who is able to diagnose what you're going through, because the negative impact of poor mental health goes as far as suicide, which is always the ultimate. You get to alcoholism and a whole lot of illicit behaviors, which in the first place, when you have someone to talk to, or when the community or the world has the support system, people are able to recognize it and people are able to speak out, and it's going to bless and save lives.
Mental health has great value and stands very vital for our well-being and our society at large. Chris Kofi Mokosa for Gasa Media had you for this short report.